Hi everybody! Welcome back to my channel. Today I want to talk about tips for how to get a tech job in this very challenging macroeconomic environment. The last 6 months have been especially hard for tech workers. Over 300,000 tech workers from top tech companies to startups and everything in between have been laid off. The job market is flooded with hundreds of thousands of highly qualified candidates. Hiring managers are overwhelmed with the hundreds of applicants to one open role. And for those that are currently in top tech companies such as Meta and Google, many are looking to leave as their situation and constant threat of layoffs are uncertain and incredibly stressful. It is so heartbreaking to see this situation unfold. For many, getting into a top tech company is akin to getting into their dream school, such as Harvard. Thousands of hours of time spent lead coding or preparing for product management case interviews in their pursuit into getting into their dream company. So here is some advice I have to help you secure a tech job in this very challenging environment. Number 1, put your work out there and promote yourself. A couple weeks ago, a hiring manager from a unicorn startup that's about to IPO reached out to me about an open role that he was hiring for. I didn't give any indication that I was interested in open roles at the moment, and the role that he was hiring for wasn't even listed on their website yet. So out of curiosity, I asked him how he found me, and he said that he found me through LinkedIn, and that my experiences and skill sets were intriguing, and that he was interested in learning more about me. Granted, my LinkedIn is actually quite bare, but I do have my experiences listed there, as well as references from past managers as well as peers. Further, in my experience, back when I was in FANG and recruiting for candidates, the candidates that we were especially excited about were actually discovered based on word of mouth and the work that they did that we happened to come across, either through talks that they've had at conferences or work that they put out on the internet, such as thought pieces, design portfolios, or even sample code that they developed. So my advice here is to become an industry expert on a topic, and don't be afraid to promote yourself through various mediums. Have hiring managers and recruiters come to you instead of the other way around. Number 2, network smartly. Because the market right now is flooded with highly qualified candidates, it's really hard to stand out. And simply cold applying to jobs will likely not get you the interview. This is where it's so important to develop good relationships with the people that you work with, because ultimately they are the ones that are able to vouch for your work as well as your collaboration and leadership style. And chances are they may know someone who may know someone who is hiring someone with the skill set that you have. And having them vouch for you directly to the hiring manager is much more compelling than cold applying to jobs or even getting a referral to a company from someone you don't even know that well. I was watching an interview that Lenny did with Archie and Shriyam, who are both industry experts in tech and product management. Archie was actually at Meta for a while, leading the same org that I was a part of, working on Facebook groups. And she had mentioned something really interesting. We shouldn't set out specifically to network with others, but rather develop genuine relationships without expecting anything in return. Tech is a really interesting space with interesting people. And what I love about Silicon Valley is that I can go anywhere, strike up a conversation with someone, and learn something new. It's just fun geeking out about tech with tech people. And lastly, number 3, keep your skills up to date. We don't know how long this downturn will last, but things will eventually get better. And when it does, we want to hit the ground running and be prepared to interview. Brush up on your skills, continue to lead code, catch up with the latest tech news, and maybe even build something of your own. Never stop learning and holding your skills, because eventually they will come in handy. I hope this helps. Please hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next video.